Soldiers, the following material contains top secrets, top 10 battlefield rules that you must learn to survive. Burn after watching. Peace. Rule number 1. Eliminate your enemies one by one. It is extremely important that you only deal with one enemy each time. We are just normal soldiers, no one can survive under the crossfire. You have to knock down one enemy as quick as possible. Then move on quickly to the next safe spot. You may also take cover and ambush your enemies when they come to rescue their teammate or collect his dog tag. Use the mini-map, or listen to the footsteps to track your enemy. If you see multiple enemies coming towards you, you'd better stay low or just retreat. Well done, soldiers. Let's move on to the next lesson. Rule number 2. Be aware of your surroundings, and be patient. The war. Never let your guard down, even if you are sweeping the battlefield. Rule number 3, knock down one enemy and use him as a bait to lure his teammates. Soldiers, we are at the war, we leave no man behind. We look after each other, we fight for each other, we die for each other. On the other hand, you can use this against your enemies. Just hanging around the dying enemy, wait for his teammates coming to rescue him, and then finish them all. Make sure yourself is in a good position, and stay covered. Rule number 4, use the flashlight in close range fight. With the flashlight mod, you can be just as annoying as the defender class in close range fight. The flashlight mod gives you 1 second advantage. In close range fight, it's the matter of 1 second that determines you live or die. Make sure you open the scope to trigger flashlight in a close enough range, otherwise you just waste the advantage of a flashlight. There is a 30 seconds cooldown until you can use the flashlight again. You see here, I would have been a dead man if without the flashlight.
Left, getting close to victory.
Rule number 5, use the smoke grenade to cover your team. The airborne machine is widely used in a squad battle. However, you will be extremely vulnerable when you launch it. It is a good practice that you always throw a few smoke grenade to cover the airborne machine. Another good practice to use the smoke grenade is to cover your teammates before you're retrieving them. This will buy you some time and save their lives. Now you know the smoke grenade is super useful. How do we deal with it when it's being used by your enemy? Right, I think we all have the answer, the Nova gas. Okay, before we going forward, let's take a break here. Please do consider subscribing to this channel with the notification on. I post epic gameplay videos, tips and tricks videos, and gunsmith videos every 2 days. Now let's move on. Rule number 6, always get to a high ground. High ground is the king of the battle royale game. Whoever controls the high ground holds a huge advantage against the others. That's the reason why ninja is my favorite class in battle royale. As being a ninja, I can get to any high ground in a flash, and attack my enemies from the sky. Look how easily I got these kills. If I was on the ground, this will turn into an ugly fight, as no one can deal with multiple enemies at the same time. Remember our battlefield rule number 1? You have to eliminate your enemies one by one. In most of the times, the mute mod is my best friend. If I already have the high ground, with the help of a muted weapon, I won't get spotted easily by my enemies. So I won't lose the high ground advantage, and I can keep hunting down my target without even being hurt. Moving from one high ground to another is always the best approach for relocating, as you can avoid any danger from the potential enemy on the ground. Rule number 7, strike the enemies from their blind side. Always attack your enemy from where they are unconscious about your approaching. It means you'd better attack the enemy from his back, or any blind side that he can't see you. This will help you win the fight at a minimum cost. You can even deal with multiple enemies at the same time in this case. Even if your opponent is a pro player, worst case scenario, you can still start the fight in an offensive move. You will have a better chance to win the fight. Again, it's hard to approach your enemies without being noticed. This is why taking high ground is so important in this game. Hey soldier, did you forget our battlefield rule number 5? Use a smoke grenade to cover. Before using your airborne machine, you'd better to review our previous lessons again. Well, this looks like an easy kill. How do we prevent it then? How to get alert from incoming threats? It is hard but still feasible. First you need to stay alert, keep your eyes and ears open. Then you will have to turn on the real-time shadow in the game graphic settings. Last but not least, get yourself a good pair of headphones, or at least turn up the volume of your mobile. With all of these enabled, you just watch and listen for any shadows or sounds coming towards you. In this particular case, I know my enemy is up on the hill, and he will try to jump on me and make the kill. So I'm just sliding around and prepare for it. I keep my eyes and ears open for any incoming threats. Here we go. As soon as I saw his flying shadow, I know the game is over.
Is almost ready.
Rule number 8, always take cover, and use anything as your cover. As a newbie on the battlefield, taking cover is your first lesson to learn to save your life. In some critical moments, you have to deal with multiple enemies at the same time. A good cover is your only hope to survive. Here's the best practice that you should do as well while facing your enemies. As a ninja, we always have the high ground. The high ground can become your best cover as well. Just go prone to take cover on the high ground, and fight back as soon as you are recovered. If you are under attack, and you can't locate the enemy immediately, just stay behind a cover, and start searching for the source of the attack. As soon as you find the enemy, you can plan the next move. This is an advantage of playing TPP mode, which is kind of cheating in my opinion. However, since everyone is taking advantage of it, you should learn it as well. Rule number 9, use drop shot, jump shot, and slide shot. These are 3 trick shots techniques that every soldier should learn. It is recommended that you incorporate these shots into your gameplay for better performance. Drop shots basically means proning while shooting. This trick is highly efficient in Battle Royale, as the third-person view also makes it difficult to aim with the crosshair. Not only does it catch the opponent off guard, but it forces them to change their position as well. Slide shot means sliding while shooting, or shoot after sliding. This is also a very useful technique in a close-range fight, which makes it hard to aim. Here I encounter the enemy face to face. The slide shot move saved my life. First, I slide to the left to dodge some bullets, and then start fighting back. As you can see, the slide shot is very effective with a shotgun. Last but not least is the jump shot. Jump shot by its name, is jumping while shooting, or shoot after jumping. It can be used against the drop shot. Since your opponent uses the drop shot, his aim will drop as well. If you jump shot at that moment, very likely you can dodge a few bullets, and kill him first. Here is a good example. My enemy uses a drop shot first, and I use the jump shot to finish him at low HP. Learn to use these advanced shooting techniques. With lots of practicing, you can become a master of war as well. Rule number 10, always stay alert on the battlefield. Keep your eyes and ears open all the time, looking for any movements and listening to any sounds around you. You should be aware of enemy footsteps when they are close enough to you. Footstep is the best alarm in this game that can keep you alive. On the other hand, the footstep is your biggest enemy as well, that will sell you out to others. That's why Ninja is overpowered in this game, as the passive skill of Ninja can hide your footsteps, which keep you sneak all the time. Once you find the footsteps, you can pretty much locate the enemy in a rough way. This means you can plan your next move in advance, according to your playstyle and current status. If you are an aggressive player like me, you can choose to rush the enemy, smash him first. But this could be a reckless move. It is dangerous to rush a camper these days, as there could be traps all around, or else you can choose to retreat to avoid engaging the enemy. Worst case scenario, at least you will know where is the threat coming from, and prepare for a big fight. This is the most important lesson you need to learn in this game, that is to use footsteps to track and locate your enemies first, before you even see them visually. Check out the Art of War playlist in my channel. You will learn more tips and tricks from my other videos. Apart from the footsteps, you can use the gunshots to track and find the enemy. This game comes with good sound effects, that you can hear 3D sound with a good pair of headphones. In this case, I hear a sniper shot from my top left. I decided to eliminate the threat first, as the enemy had the high ground, which could be a big threat in the final game. Apparently, he's prepared for a fight too. I was lucky to take him down first. Well, let's wrap it up for today. Good luck, soldiers. See you in the next mission. Until then, stay alive.